Hello, everyone. I'm Kieran Klaassen. I built Cora, which is an AI email assistant. And think of it as a chief of staff for your inbox. I'm the only person working on this today, full-time. And I want to share how Rails made it possible for me to build something like this that handles millions of emails, thousands of users, and it's me, and it's Ruby. So that's cool. So what is Cora? Cora is an AI assistant, and it scans your inbox, and 80% of emails you don't really need to read immediately. We brief these emails twice per day, and everything that's really important stays in your inbox. You can see lovely newsletters here from Ruby AI, from the man sitting there. And it's funny because when I started, I was like, okay, I'm competing with Google. My wife was like, is this a good idea? Like, isn't Google going to do this? I was like, maybe, but let's try it. They didn't do it yet, so let's just go. So Superhuman, Ocean Mill, Lindy, like many YC startups, like it's fun. I'm one person, but Sonnet 3.5 was out, so I was like, I can do this. Yeah, who is using Cora? Well, Mike Krieger, CPO of Anthropic, loves Cora. Andrew Wilkinson loves Cora. Kevin Roos loves Cora. Cal Newport wrote in the New York Times last week. He wrote about a world without email. He wrote that he likes Cora better than Superhuman. So it's insane. It's very cool that all these people use my tool that I built myself. So yeah, it's kind of insane. So, yeah, like demo. Left, Cora assistant, right, Gemini. Well, you would think, simple question like, hey, how much was my flight to SF Ruby? Simple question, right? Well, Cora running gets the answer. Google screws up completely. I don't know. It found something from last year. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing at Google, but seems simple, works on Cora, doesn't work on Google. And it's just funny, like one person using Ruby LLM. So timeline for this. A year ago, I built a working prototype. I was kind of speaking in my phone, voice memo, walking down a road in Chicago saying, yeah, like this is a brainstorm, blah, 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 blah. 15 minutes, transcribe and whisper. Sonnet 3.5 was out for a few weeks and I was like, let's push this thing. And I created a working prototype. And I shared it with people at Every, where I work now as well. And they're like, I work on this, but also work at Every. And they said, yeah, sure, let's see if you can build something in 2 weeks that's like a little bit better with an app, and let's see if we can use it. And that's what I did. And they said, okay, let's go full time. I think it's cool. And in December we launched 15,000 waitlist signups, which is insane. And we had people texting us like, oh yeah, I work at Notion, and we're like kind of scared. I'm like, what are you scared about? But it's funny. We launched in June, strong week-over-week growth still, thousands of users, which is surreal, and I love it. My stack, Rails, Ruby LLM, Leva, which is a framework I built for evaluations because nothing existed a year ago. Like, there's more now, but I use it. And on the way, I figured out a new way of engineering, which is something I call compounding engineering, which is my philosophy of how I build code. And really building Cora, I learned how to use AI and really leverage it. And the beauty is, like, I'm trying it day to day because I have a business. I write about it because I just like to share this. And you can read about it. And that combination of like actual doing shit and owning it yourself and being inspired, and it just is very unique. So yeah, I want to share that. And I think what Ruby and Rails need is more examples of people building with AI, not like actual AI apps, but like how do your workflows work? And more people experimenting and sharing the things that work for them, because I think there's no one method that works for everyone. I think everyone should make their own, but everyone should try and be inspired to make their own. So I want more people writing about like more advanced production use of AI tooling, also like RubyLM, DispY, Ruby. Like there's so many cool things that are out there, and everyone's like, oh yeah, I heard of DispY. Like yeah, and we have a Ruby port that's amazing that has things implemented before the Python version has it. So like we are pretty good. So hopefully we can work together on that. So a little bit into compounding engineering. There's a Cloud Code plugin. Follow me on X or YouTube or whatever. Like I have many videos on this, but the idea is very simple. It's grounding yourself in everything we know already as an engineer. And first of all, let's do good planning. Just make sure you plan well and you do your research and you read examples and you try out different ways to solve problems and ask people around, like how would a Rust developer do it? Or like what did DHH probably do in this case? Like just combine all of that and create a really good plan. Then the second step is just hand it off to an AI and let it do its thing. Third, let an AI review it and only bring questions to me where you want an answer, like, hey, like we can go the DHH route, or a service layer is nice too. What do you want? And the magic comes there, where your opinion, your feel, your artistic whatever feel comes out. You're like, I like that, I like that. And then for what reason? And then the last step is to codify that, because if you don't invest in codifying that into your workflow again, then it will make the same mistake next time. So the most important part is spending time, investing time in capturing what you want to do as an engineer and like where you're very good at, because an AI can do anything. And if you can codify that, it's really becoming magical. And for me, like I don't write code anymore, and people are laughing. Oh, what do you mean? As I don't write code. I just like press a button, talk to my microphone, it transcribes, and then it does stuff for 25 minutes, and then comes back with a plan. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's terrible. But like if it's terrible, I can codify a learning from that why it's terrible, and if it's good, I can work on it. So like 60% investing in that, 40% maybe still like actual coding. And yesterday I was sitting with Carmine and I was complaining about a bug, and I was like, I don't really know exactly, but let me just run it in the background. And we had a nice conversation and it was doing its thing. And we had a plan come out and we're like, oh, we have something to talk about. We like it works great. So the advantage here is Rails, obviously, like decades of very good solved problems. It's great. It's just baked into that AI, pretty cool skill. Like me personal, one person can compete with all the other companies, which is amazing. And it's you, like it's having taste. And this means reading source code of libraries you like developing some sense for things. Like go look at the source code of libraries you enjoy using, because then you develop a taste and you can then bring that into your workflow. So you can really compete with everyone. So if you want to try it, Cora.computer, you can read my writing at every.2, and on X I'm Kieran Klaassen. I also released something, so while being at the conference, obviously I vibe coded a feature, which is the Black Friday inbox. So what it does, it just collects everything Black Friday, archives everything, and then like presents it to you with some nice ranking, and you can upvote, downvote, and there's some gradient descent and like ranking things that are nice. So, but the point is I'm having a lot of fun, more fun than I've ever had building software. And you can really do it with one person, and it's easier than ever now with one person. So compete with Google, share your workflows, and hopefully I'll see you around a lot.